Hello, friends. A very good afternoon to all the students and parents present here to attend this webinar. I am Santosh Singh, co-founder for PACE for India, Premier Academy for Competitive Exams, an institute which prepares students to realize their dream career. And with great pride, we are pleased to launch the first webinar on the topic BBA versus BCom, CA, CS, Law. This webinar is specially curated to cater to the needs of thousands of class 12 pass out students who are standing on the crossroad without much information and clue on why, how, and what next to do to select the right career for themselves. In the time of this pandemic, there has been a lockdown since very long, and we all are confused as to what to do and what should be avoided. And to top it up, the school results are out, and now there are thousands and thousands of students in great dilemma in regards to selecting and choosing the right course in the right college and thus making the right plan for their future. To help answer your questions, clear all your doubts, and cut the confusions, we have a very distinguished panel with great amount of experience who will share insight and will empower you to take the right decision while choosing the right college and courses for yourself. Now it is a matter of great pride to welcome Professor Urvi Shukla, an international certified coach, career coach by NCDA and Career Development Alliance USA. Professor Shukla is also a lecturer in Bhawanipur College under Calcutta University. She has over 16 years of teaching experience, and she has also co-authored two books for Calcutta University. And she is an interactive social entrepreneur, committed to make changes in the society, empowering students to make the right career choice and through their career assessment and guidance. Our next panelist is CA Ritesh Rampuria, FCA DISA, specialized in chartered accountancy course, teaching experience to the CA final students since 2008. Ms. Madhusen, Masters in English, specialized in communication skills and teaching since last 5 years. Kaushik Sharda, specialized in commerce and accountancy, are very famous teachers amongst the youngsters. So I would like to start with Professor Shukla and would request her to present her views guiding students on how they should plan and prepare for their future-proof careers. Ma'am, please, over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Singh. It's a pleasure to be a part of such eminent panelist and with this number of students. My God, it's really shocking. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be a part of PACE India.
Okay, so ma'am, can you give us a picture on the difference in doing BBA, BMS, and BBM? So basically, the similarities, there are a lot of similarities, a lot of difference as to why these three courses should be done.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am, we can hear you.
Are the new age technology based future proof careers. These are the careers which have come up very recently, but we can assure that these are those careers which have security, stability, and safety. And I'm ensuring you that they're going to stay here for really, really long. Careers which are artificial intelligence, YouTubing, robotics, content writing, blogging, ethical hacking, cloud computing. These are the new age careers. They have just come in up recently, but they have a fantastic future, and then they're going to stay here for a very, very long period of time. Okay, so with this kind of a plethora of careers which are open, all students should be given a right to choose their own career. Now, how do you know which is your best career? The career of your parents, is it best for you, or that of your peers or relatives or friends or teachers? All around you are people to guide you, to mentor you. They will be providing you with a lot of career options which are available. Now, With this age of digitization and scientific technology, let's not try and test careers on the basis of what people have to say. Let's look in it as in, let's take up a psychometric assessment, which is a kind of an assessment which will mind map you, which will tell you which is the best career for you based on your aptitude, your personality, your style of orientation, your emotional quotient. Your entire mind is made up of varieties of aptitude and personality traits. So all this combined together will help you choose the right career for you, and it will sound like a horoscope of your entire mind mapping right down, laid in front of you, so that you have a right to choose what is best for you and you know where to begin from. I would hand over it to Santosh now to take it forward. I hope that all the students could anticipate, and in the Q&A section, please keep on writing your queries and we will be addressing to you. The entire panelist is here today to clear your doubts. So please feel free to come up with your question and answers. Thank you.
Thank you, Urvi ma'am. Yes, all the students, please feel free to write the questions in the panel and we'll be very happy to answer all of them. Can a science stream student pursue BCom courses? Kaushik sir, Kaushik sir,
Yes, sir.
can you throw some light? Like, can a science stream student pursue BCom? Can do BCom
Yeah,
courses?
yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to all the panelists, my dear students, and the parents who are attending the seminar. The question was, can a science student, after his class 12, go forward with his commerce courses? Yes, why not? Not only BCom, I believe a science student can also do the most sought after courses for a commerce student after his class 12. For example, even a CA or CS or a CFA. Because during the first year level, only basics of accountancy or economics or finance, they have been taught and tested. The study material for these courses, they are written in very easy language, which can be understood by even a layman. In fact, being a science student gives you an added advantage. Science student, they have a habit of studying more from the beginning, and they have a good analytical and reasoning skills. Further, if you have a maths background, it will help you a lot. Even then, if a science stream student finds it difficult, he would have to undertake guidance, as we provide at the institute PACE, in order to have the basic understanding of all the core subjects of the commerce streams like accountancy, economics, and finance. They can also refer to the books from +2, where all the basic of the subjects are taught. So my answer is yes, you can definitely look forward to the commerce stream subjects.
So anybody coming from science and wanting to do BCom, it's always easy. They can do it because they are coming from a harder stream to an easier stream. Science is always tougher. We have Srishti Agarwal. She says, I am confused with courses. Should I do CA or CS? What is the difference in these courses? I think Ritesh, sir, you can take up this question and explain our student about CA, CS, and their differences.
Okay, Santoshji, thank you for the question. A very good afternoon to everyone who's watching the webinar. Basically, I would say that CA and CS are the two prestigious courses for the commerce student. And both CA and CS are in great demand in the industries. Although the curriculum includes some common subjects, still there are basic differences between a chartered accountant and a company secretary courses. It is basically about the expertise and knowledge of the area which they develop. I believe that a CA is a more expert in accounting, in auditing and taxation, whether it is direct taxation or whether it is indirect taxation, that is GST. And a CS develop an expertise in company laws and other related laws of the industries. I can say that CA is more concerned with the controlling aspect and CS are more concerned with the compliance part. So if the student have interest in accountancy and taxation, he or she should go for the chartered accountancy course. And if they have an interest in company laws and other laws and they like interpreting the laws, they should surely go for the company secretary course. So these are the basic difference between a CA and a CS. I think this would suffice for her.
So I think you've sent a very good information to the student. Ma'am, Sanjay Thapa wants to know what are the specialization in BBA. Urvi ma'am, can you
Yes.
tell us the specialization in BBA?
Yeah, sure. Um, First and foremost, I was answering a few questions on the Q&A. So a few students who've already answered can have a look at the Q&A during the webinar. And in between, whenever there are question and answers in the chat box, I would request all the panelists, please keep on answering them because they are from your forte field. Now, as my voice broke, I was trying to tell you about BBA and BCom, and from there we will address to Sanjay Thapa's question. Is that fine, Mr. Singh?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I was trying to say that there are students, and in our Indian system of education, if you're a CBSE or an ICSE or a state board, the options for us is arts, commerce, science once we finish class 10. Okay, so all the children who do not know what career paths to take, so they either choose an arts, commerce or science depending only on the basis of their love for subject. At that age, their career is not their priority. If I like physics or chemistry, I take up science. If I like maths, I take up commerce. If I like accounts, I take up commerce. As simple as that. So whichever subject they love, they take it up. So all the students who have love for maths and later develop love for accountancy as well, those are the subjects which do fantastic when they take up BCom. Now, both BCom and BBA are commerce-based subjects. Both of them are undergraduate programs. Both of them are degree courses. Both have general as well as honors as well as specialization. Okay? And majority of the colleges in the city are offering you BCom as well as BBA. Now, what is the difference between the two in case of so many similarities? Now, the major difference between both of them is their subjects and how are they being treated. BBA is said to have a holistic treatment. That means it is not only about your education, your subjects. Along with it, it is your communication, your vocabulary, your personality development, your personality in the sense of soft skills, as well as how you come in contact with human beings and how do you interact with them. So if we look at the subjects pattern of BCom, BCom is for those children who really have a fondness or love for maths, accountancy, economics, tax, audit, business law, corporate law. Those are the part. Even IT is a part of BCom syllabus. I'm just talking from the syllabus point of view. And if we come to the BBA syllabus, those children who really want to pursue commerce but are scared of maths, are scared of accounts, this is the time when you take up BBA. If you have a business tint in your mind, if you have an edge towards entrepreneurship or towards management, marketing, HR, these are the people who should be taking up BBA as their career. Now, you can always start with it. There is a buffet of subject options opened with a variety of specializations that have come up. So we would say that both BBA and BCom, it is not a career. Please try and understand. They are career path. It is a course. It is a road which will lead to your desired career. Now, desired career can be in any options that you want. it all depends. Even in your final year, when you are in your third year, that's the time when you choose your specialization. That's we're going to talk about specializations of BBA. Sanjay Thapa, this is the answer to your question. When we look up as BBA specializations, you can have such specializations in finance, in marketing, in HR, in banking and insurance, in human resource, in information technology, computer application, hospitality, entrepreneurship. It's just said that BBA is a germination seed for all the students who are looking for business, startups, entrepreneurship as their future career goals.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope I was able to clear a little bit of doubts which are in the minds of little children of class 10 and 12 when it comes to choosing BCom and BBA.
I think that was a very, very explanatory, ma'am. It should get their doubts cleared.
Yes. If there are further doubts, I would request all the students who are taking part right now and even parents, please feel free to pen down your queries into the Q&A box and all the panelists will be replying it to you. Over to you, Mr. Singh.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And in case if any of our students wants career counseling, personalized career counseling, they are always welcome at our PACE Institute. They can follow our website www.paceforindia.com, or they can connect us at 72505-76505. We'll be very happy to guide them individually. Okay, we have this another question. The question is out like, does coaching help you in cracking the entrance exam like CA, CS, BBA, CLAT, etc.? So I think Madhu ma'am, you should take this question and explain our kids like how coaching helps in cracking these exams. Madhu ma'am.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. First of all, good afternoon, everybody. And this is a very, very interesting question. And the answer to is yes, of course. Coaching centers, they play a very, very important role, a very crucial role for cracking entrance examinations. So what happens? You get guidance and directions from your teachers, from the mentors, and the people who guide you. Not only that, you are studying from experienced professionals, and experience does matter. Along with it, you are spared of all the headache. If there are any changes, if there are any amendments regarding the syllabus, regarding the pattern, the question, whatever, the dates, it's their headache. It's the responsibility of the teacher to make things smooth for you. So you are spared of this, and all you have to focus and concentrate is on your studies, the guidance and the direction which your teachers are giving to you for preparing for any examination. And along with it, you get to have a networking along with your fellow students. All of you all are in the same path. You can relate to each other. And what happens, you can stand for each other, support each other, and you'll get to understand and discuss each other much better. So I think this is sufficient, I hope. Sir, Santosh sir, can you please take over?
Thank you, ma'am. So it's like in a coaching institute, you get the support of other friends, teachers, mentors. They help you to clear all these things very easily. Palka Agarwal, she wants to know how many months of preparation is required to clear CA foundations. Well, Palka, I think 3 months of crash study should be enough. 3 to 4 months of crash study should be enough to clear your CA foundation, because CA foundation is not that difficult. Instead of me answering the questions, I think I'll put up a question. This student, what career options are available for BCom and BBA completed from a distance course? So I think Kaushik sir, you can explain this.
Okay. Hello everyone again. So the question was, what are the career options that are available with a student who has just completed BBA or BCom? So if you are starting with BBA, so the best career options after BBA is obviously to do Master of Business Administration, that is MBA. See, MBA is the most popular courses that is available for students and is one of the best courses to do after BBA. In this course, you will learn to manage all the aspects of a business based on the specialization that you choose. See, there are over 30 MBA specializations that are being offered by management institutes in India itself. Traditionally, there was only finance, marketing, international management, or human resource, operation management, or you can say entrepreneurship. They were the most sought after courses for MBA specialization because they were considered to be the safest career options. But in today's time, in today's changing time, with time and technology, the business needs are also changing. Business schools and students, they are moving towards newer MBA specializations such as business analyticals, digital marketing, global MBA, etc. Also, they are moving in new areas such as healthcare management, communication, innovation, hospitality, and tourism sectors are also there emerging. If you talk about the top 10 MBA specialization, which are available in all the B schools in India and the top 10 MBA specialization that a student look forwards to. These are MBA in finance, MBA in marketing. You can also do an MBA in information technology, MBA in international business, operation management, strategy, leadership, entrepreneurship, innovation, and also you can do MBA in a corporate social responsibility. So these are the career options for a BBA student, for an undergraduate student to master in his postgraduate is to do a MBA, and in what to do in this specialization courses. Now, coming back to the second part of the question, what are the best career options after BCom honors or BCom? See, the best course for a student after BCom or while doing BCom is obviously chartered accountancy. That is the most sought after course. The first course that generally comes to the mind of a commerce student as a career option is CA. Unlike an MBA, student can enroll for CA right after completing the high school, that is class 12. It is comprises of 3 stages: foundation, IPCC, and CA finals. Clearing all the 3 stages along with an internship of 2.5 to 3 years make you a certified chartered accountant. The second course is company secretary, that is CS. If you're wondering what to do after BCom, company secretary is one of the most pivotal job roles in an organization. It is responsible for managing all the legal aspects, like you can say company tax return, you can say maintaining tax record, offering advices regarding all the legal and the statutory regulations. The third course can be Master of Commerce, that is MCom. Now see, MCom is the master course in commerce. The degree is 2 years long in duration and can be attained through any government recognized university like IGNOU or any college in India. This course is basically helps you master the concept that you have learned as a BCom student and you can apply it in your professional world. You can also do CFA, which is one of the most sought after courses of a BCom student in today's time. That is Chartered Financial Analyst, that is CFA. It is a globally recognized professional designation that is offered by the CFA Institute. It is generally 2.5 years to 3 years long, and it is designed to measure and certify the competency and integrity of financial analysts. CFA are recruited by some of the top players in the world like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, or you can say Morgan Stanley. One of the courses which you can also do after BCom is law, because it will give you a competitive edge in corporate law matters. Also, you can do actuarial science. Although this combination is rare, but is emerging in today's time and it is highly lucrative. You have to be a master in statistics. And I believe the last but not the least, you can also do a course which is called CIMA. This, those with interest in management work, you can do CIMA. It's also a better global recognition. So I think that there are many courses, and these are some of the few which I have just named.
Thank you, Kaushik sir. That was more than the explanations. I mean, that covers up quite a lot of area. We have Nandini Soni. She wants to know, I want to know the scope of job offered in CA, CFA, and actuary. Okay, so Ritesh sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Ritesh sir, I think you can explain what are the kind of job offered in CS And you can also
At
tell us the
present, the
various
job
courses
opportunities for
that,
chartered accountants.
yeah, and you can also tell us the various courses that can be done along with the CA and CS for anybody's profile building.
See, if you are doing CA, you can find a lot of opportunities in the market. Along with CA, if you have developed some keen interest in finance, you can go for MBA finance, or you can also do CFA along with that. That will give you a specialization in finance. And once you have completed your CA, there are many courses offered by the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India as a post-qualification courses. Just like diploma in information system audit, diploma in insurance and risk management, diploma in international taxation. It all depends upon the student's interest they want to develop expertise in. If they are interested in international taxation, they can go for the post qualification diploma in information international taxation. At present, information technology audit is very important, so they can go for the system audit course. They can also go for the insurance and the risk management. And if somebody is doing the actuarial science course, as a question and answer, the question was asked by someone, actuarial science at present, there is not much demand in India. It is in the developing stage. Although worldwide, there is a huge demand for the actuaries. In India, we can say it is in the developing stage. So if you complete your actuarial science, you may find some good opportunities. But present scenario is not that encouraging. It's a tough course. It's a difficult one. You have to study a lot, but the return which you get is not up to that mark. For a CS, if they want to add on some courses for their profile building, I would advise them they can go for LLB, because the combination of a company secretary and a law degree is very much demand in industry. You'll also find many doing CA as well as CS together, and that is also a very good combination. So my advice will be, if you are doing a course, focus on that course for the present time, complete that course, and after completion of that course, you can add on some courses. I think this will suffice the question which was asked, and also what courses can be added for profile building.
Yes, thank you so much, Ritesh sir. That's a very explanatory answers for the student. We have a lot of repetitions, questions, repeated questions.
I will take
Do
up a question,
MBA?
Mr. Singh.
Yes, ma'am.
There is an anonymous attendee. Her question here or him, I do not know, is a little different from all the commerce-based questions. That's why, just to ice break, I'm just picking it up. It says that,
Yes,
sir, can you please tell me about fashion designing? What are the courses required, and how do I take up this course? Okay, so
Yes.
anonymous attendee, fashion designing is a very lovely career for all those who have this creative bent in them. Okay, now how do you prepare? You can be a student of any stream, arts, commerce, and science, as I said. If you want to study in the best or the national institutes of fashion, you have to crack NIFT exam. Okay, now these exams are taken once in a year, every year in the month of January. Now you have to prepare for these exams. So as we have PACE, similarly we have many education institutes, we have coaching centers, tutorial centers who will help you, guide you, and prepare you for cracking your NIFT. If you crack your NIFT exam, you are a part of the Fashion Designing Institute. Now, there are a lot of careers with fashion. It is only not doing fashion designing. It is textile designing, branding, logo, a lucrative career with a lot of options present. But again, I said, you have to have a creative bent to it. Even if you are into digital marketing, VFX, web designing, all are a part of the big word design. Now, there are many private institutes which are also offering design courses. So now it's on you. First, you need to find out, do you have an aptitude for design? Number one. Secondly, you have to have a creative bent. Thirdly, you have to have a lot of perseverance. and you need to study a lot, understand a lot with coming to design. You have to have immense patience. Okay, patience has to be a very, very important part in your personality to take up fashion. Fifthly, you have to be updated, up on your toe, because you have to know what is new. With the technology, it is not only sketching on pen and paper, it is the age of the digitization. So you have to learn techniques of various kind of designing through the world of digital marketing also. So anyone, any stream who has a creative bent is
Can
entitled
do
to
this.
take designing as a career.
Okay.
Over to you,
So
Mr.
you
Singh.
have, if you have interest, if you have that bent, you can go in for this designing, creative, and also. Actually, I'm seeing a lot of repeated questions.
Yes, even
In this,
I have been answering, and all our panelists are also answering the Q&A box. All students,
yes,
please
there are a lot
kindly
of.
check the Q&A box. In case if you have
Okay.
missed on any of the questions which are answered by the panelists, please put in a mail at the PACE website and all your queries will be answered.
Urvi ma'am, there's a very interesting question over here. Neha says, my parents say I am always arguing with them, so I should become a lawyer. Please guide me through this course along with its courses, options, and also. If you're always arguing, can she become a lawyer?
That is, I think, from the parents' point of view. Whenever any children are debating or arguing, this is the usual mindset that people say, go
Yes.
become a lawyer, continue with your arguing in the courtroom, please don't argue
Ah,
at home. Okay, so this argument is not a trait which will lead to a career which is law. Law is a extremely prestigious career, but at the same time it's a very difficult career. Okay, so those people or those children who have immense kind of patience are the people who can take up law. It is not only patience. It's not only about arguing. It's not only about your continuous debating skills. It is your communication skills. Okay, it's not how loud you pitch your voice and argue. No, it's your communication skills, your presentation. If I'm just talking about the courtroom, okay, and you have to study a lot. You have to have patience to study books after books after books, to learn various laws, to have a mind frame of critical or analytical thinking, which will lead towards a career in law. Now, again, you can start your preparations of cracking CLAT or LSAT when you are in class 11 itself. So you have a little longer time of preparations before you sit for its all India level entrance exam. Apart from CLAT and LSAT, there are many private universities. They have their own private exams, which you can give in and start with this career of law. Now, it is not only restricted till class 12, it's a 5-year program, BA LLB, BCom LLB, BSc LLB. Also, those who have completed their graduation and have this tilt towards career in law can again pursue it even after your graduation. As Mr. Sharda just informed you, how can you incorporate law along with your BCom? Okay, so it's all about integrated studies these days. So someone who loves to read, keeps her or himself updated, has a lot of patience, perseverance, law is the career for you, not arguing with your parents. Okay, so apart from that, what kind of careers do we find in law? It is not only wearing your black tuxedo and be there in the courtroom. There is civil law, there's corporate law, cyber law, taxation laws, patent law, merger acquisition laws. So there is a variety, there is a plethora of career options open to law. Along with law, there is integrated BA, BCom syllabuses also. So you can do a law being a CA or a CS. I think Mr. Rampuria will agree, a CA-CS combination with law is a lethal combination. I mean, most lucrative, perfect career for you, where all your desires of being in the best career is sorted. Over to you, Mr. Singh.
Thank you so much. That was a good explanation for the parent also. The parents can also tell their kids next time if they are arguing, then
Argue,
they
there's a
have
lot
other
of
options
studies.
also.
Yes, they have
Yes,
to study a lot
they'll
if they
have.
argue.
Yes. Another very, I am interested in journalism. Does good communication skill play a vital role in my job profile? Oh, of course, yes, and probably Madhu ma'am will take up this question and answer that. Madhu ma'am.
Yes, sir. It's like, hello, everybody. See, communication, it just doesn't play a role. In fact, it is a very vital skill for the journalists while gathering information, conveying information across various platforms. Like, for example, if you're good at interviewing skills, you'll be getting worthy stories, whether it's from any common man, a type-lipped person, or anybody. If you are writing properly, if you are conveying your message, the context of your writing is very clear, people will read it, they'll get interested. And once they are captivated by your writing, because of whatever message you had to convey, you have conveyed it so properly, they'll follow you up. Not only this, listening. Because for journalists, listening and conveying your message properly will help you to build your story very nicely, because for journalists it's across various platforms. It's written, it's verbal, it's visual, it's non-verbal, it's everything. So as far as I believe, communication plays a very important role in journalism. It's the most important skill in this field. So I hope I'm clear. Santosh sir,
Ma'am,
can you please take over?
just addition question to that is like, how can anyone improve his English grammar and communications? Uh, because you need that skill. So again, you need to improve your English grammar and communication skills. So how can
Yes,
one do that?
it's not at all a difficult task. See, first of all, you just need to slow down. What happens when you slow down? What is the meaning of slowing down? It just means that when you're speaking, be a bit slow. You collect. You select your words. Be very selective in your words and your phrases, and you use them in your sentences. So there's a building of the structure build up of the sentence, and then you land up giving the best of yourself. The sentence that comes out from your mouth, it contains the selected words, the proper phrases, and it comes out to be the best. Secondly, learn to listen. You have to be a very attentive listener. It's not what they are speaking, it's not only that, it's how they are speaking. You have to pay attention to the intonation, the accent, the pronunciation. Okay, you have to listen to the people who are talking to you, who are around you, and pay attention to how it has been said. The more you listen, the more you take it inside you. So it's like when you're talking to somebody, you listen to them attentively without interruption. Thirdly, you can always it's like learn to use sentences along with the phrase and words, because if you are learning the sentences along with the phrase and the words, so you are knowing that, okay, this is how I am supposed to use it, and then you use it properly. So this really helps. And one more thing that really helps during building communication, okay, and grammar skills is asking questions, because I hope everybody will agree that asking questions is it keeps up the conversation going. And if you keep up the conversation going, it will ultimately help you. You are the person selecting your words and speaking. You are the person listening to the person who is there. You're listening to that person, and you're paying attention to the body language, to the pronunciation. And not only this, it also has one very nice side thing, is that you show your interest. Asking question doesn't mean only it's like conversation. Why are you building the conversation? Only to learn? No, it also shows the interest in the person whom you are speaking to. So I hope this helps, Santosh sir.
Yes, thank you so much. I think that will give enough explanation for the students for their questions. We have another question related to CLAT entrance exam. Where should I take professional guidance from? Okay, so there are many institutes that provides classes to prepare for your CLAT, And to get admission in the top college, there are many institutes. One of the best places is, of course, Premier Academy for competitive exams. You can connect us at 72505 or follow our Facebook, or go to our website at www.paceforindia.com. Here we have an institute, we have a pool of experienced teachers and mentors who do not only will make your concept clear but on the subject, but will also be a mentor to achieve your targets successfully with the right approach and confidence. So for your CLAT or CA or any other career guidance, you can come to PACE. I can see a lot of repeated questions. One of the question I want Urvi ma'am to answer is, I am a first year BCom student, and during this time I'm feeling bored and disoriented. How do I keep myself busy and motivated? Yes, Urvi ma'am, this is very important. How
Very,
one
very
should be
important.
motivated.
I think
One
it is
has to
not
be
only
motivated.
a question for this boy. I think it's a question for everyone. With this pandemic situation around us, and there is so much of uncertainty that we do not know when is it going to end. If there are so many students who are thinking that 2020 is a waste year, 2020 is a gap year, okay? But no one knows, is 2021 gap year or waste year? Will it continue to 21 or not? So with so much of uncertainty, there is so much of demotivation in and around us, we have to keep our own self motivated. This is not the time where you are going somewhere for motivational lectures. Okay. So we all have to find motivation within ourselves. So we all need to introspect. If we keep ourselves motivated, people around us will be motivated because we are going to spread some positive energies. Now, how do we keep ourselves motivated and how do we keep ourselves busy? First few days lockdown, fine, it was like a holiday. Everyone is on social media. Everyone's been watching Netflix and Prime series almost over, played a lot of indoor games, board games, did a lot of cooking. So these are the few takeaways of lockdown. I think everyone's done that. Okay. Now what? After 4 months, now what? How do we still keep our minds, body, physically and mentally fit and stable? Because as I said, it is uncertain. We do not know when is it going to end. So a few takeaways, as I said, let's all invest on our body. That means let's all exercise, let's all meditate. Okay. All these years we have been telling to our own body that I have no time to exercise because I'm so busy. So that no time quotient has been eradicated during this lockdown, and you have ample time to give yourself. Do meditation, do yoga, do exercise, whatever you can, keep yourself healthy. A healthy body will only breed a healthy mind. Okay, so healthy mind, how do we get that? Spending time with family, which has never happened in so many years, that so many days everyone is spending time with each other. No parents, no children. Everyone is so busy in their own space, in their own world. So you've got this lifetime opportunity to spend time with your family, with your loved one. Stay tuned, stay connected. This will increase your bonding. If you're staying with family and with so much of love and care, this will again bring in a lot of positivity in you. So after talking about physical and mental health, how do I keep myself busy? All the students, this goes up to you. There is a plethora of online courses. This is your only opportunity to upgrade and upskill yourself with all the online programs which are available. Now, these online courses are not only from your own city or your institute or your country. The entire world has opened its online courses. So now you have online courses from Coursera, Harvard University, Stanford, MIT, you name it, and it is there. all the universities which you always dreamt to be a part of, may it be Yale University, London School of Economics, Pennsylvania University, all these universities have opened their doors for online programs for all the students across the world. So this is your chance to be a part of the global scenario when it comes to online program. So this is the time when you can upgrade, as I said, and upskill. Take up an online program which you like. They all are certified programs. So it will increase your weightage when you're going in for an interview or for your job. All this entire bundle of certificates which you've gathered in lockdown will be extremely, extremely helpful for you. If you're looking at Indian academies, Khan Academy is also providing a lot of online courses and programs which you can take up. See to it that you have to keep yourself busy. Only with likes on Instagram will not help you. But if you think you have the talent in you and you can become a content writer, a blogger, an Insta influencer, then you never know when these careers can be your top career priorities. So keep your mental and physical health correct, positive, spend time with family, and invest and upgrade yourself. Whatever available right now, just make the best use of it. With so much of digitization, even in future, your school and college teaching will be exactly this way. 80%, 50% will be online and 50% will be in on-campus classroom. So just get used to this entire concept of globally knowing each other and being techno-savvy. I hope that helps, Mr. Singh.
Yes, that is quite explanatory answer, ma'am. For so we have little time constraint also, ma'am. If you can just briefly, in short, tell us the takeaway of today's webinar for the students, what benefit they get out of this,
Okay,
and
students,
then
all all my best wishes for your future career, your future goals. In case if you are confused with any kind of career decisions, please don't forget to eradicate that confusion in your mind. Okay, the 2 inches gap between your 2 ears is your brain, the powerhouse. So this is the time you're going to utilize it. See to it, the more you utilize it, more it runs more faster. Don't let it get dusted in this pandemic. And if you don't clean the dust, it becomes rust. That gets even more difficult to clean. Okay, so keep rolling, keep moving. Um, when you are confused with regard to your career, please see to it that you take a psychometric assessment to clear all your doubts. We provide a psychometric assessment which provides you with 5 top careers for you in the sense as an individual, based on your aptitude, your interest, your personality, your emotional quotient, your style of learning, explanation, all these composite elements provided together brings you a psychometric analysis which helps you to choose your best career. So this is not the age where you try something for a few months or a year or two, waste money and time, and then realize that is not my forte. So it is better that before you take a decision, get your test done so that you know exactly what is the roadmap to reach to your goal. Until then, when we meet up again, stay safe, stay at home, be positive, think positive, stay healthy. All the my best wishes to all the students across. Thank you.
thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Urvi, ma'am. Okay, see, there are a lot of repeated questions were there, a lot of questions that we could not answer, but a student may have many questions in their mind, so they can come individually to our institute, Pace for India, at Singh Manson's Punjabi Para, Shiv Mandir Road, Siliguri, or call us at 72505 for personal counseling. You can also visit our website at www.paceindia.com. And very important, if you want to take this psychometric test, please get in touch with Urvi ma'am at www.urvishukla.com, or you can contact her at 983109048. I'll repeat, 983109048. www.urvishukla.com if you want to take the psychometric test. And I feel everyone should take this test and get a clear understanding as what they can do. So students, although this was our first webinar for Pace for India, and I'm pleased to assure that this will be a regular feature in the future for the benefit of the students. So to know more about our next webinar, stay connected with us on Facebook and website www.paceforiindia.com. Stay safe and be happy. So I think that was the end of our session. Thank you, Kaushik sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madhu ma'am. Thank you, Urvi ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Pleasure
much.
being a part of PACE India. It was a pleasure being a part, and all my best wishes to the entire panelists and to the entire team of PACE. All the
Thank
best.
you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And I hope the students, a lot of queries were settled down very comfortably.
And all these
If they have
students
more queries,
can,
always come.
the replies are there in the Q&A, so you can go to your pop-up window and check the replies. The remaining replies, the panelists will be doing it shortly. Stay connected, stay tuned. For any other queries, you can contact PACE. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Take
Thank you.
care.
Bye.